District leaders in Plymouth say it is still too early to know exactly how much money the district is saving right now. But what you can see is the amount of energy its new solar panels are creating and how it's being used. When the sun is shining, these solar panels are creating energy. A few acres of panels in this field outside of Riverside Intermediate is helping power smart boards, computers, and lights inside.
3, 2, 1.
Plymouth Community Schools flipped the switch on the solar array here at Riverside in February. Solar at Washington Discovery Academy went online in January.
It was always in the back of my mind that, it would be a really good thing. You save energy, save cost, and then what can you do with that cost that you save? So that was always on my mind.
Plymouth Superintendent Mitchell Mayhorter had seen solar working at other school districts. So when he began leading this district 2 years ago, he asked the school board for approval. The board approved a bond, and just over $1 million of the money would go towards solar.
We only had a certain amount of money to do it. We wanted it to be, aesthetically pleasing, and then we also wanted it to be very efficient.
The question is always, you put $1 million in, right?
Yeah.
Has it paid itself?
It hasn't yet.
But so far, the evidence shows it will eventually.
So this was I took a screenshot of our actual NIPSCO invoicing.
Okay.
And if you look at Washington, you'll notice that we basically did not consume any electric whatsoever for those months.
Director of Facilities David Schoaf has worked and lived in Plymouth for decades. He says investing in solar at just the two schools will save the entire district money over the long run. The idea is the less money the school district pays in operating costs, the more money it can put into classrooms and curriculum.
When you're looking at almost $138,000 a year that you can take off of your operating costs and have a 30-year investment with a 7-year payback. This is the business side of school. I think we have to be good at this side so we can have opportunities to be great on the other side.
The solar panels soak up the sun's rays to create energy. Most days, the school will use all that energy and will likely need to pull some more energy from NIPSCO. But on the weekends and during the summer, when the panels make more energy than is consumed, it's banked.
So we're net metering that power to NIPSCO, what we're not using, and then we're pulling it back off the grid on Monday when school's in.
And it seems like same thing in the summertime, right?
Yes, so we're banking. We have actually a built-up bank of power at NIPSCO that we're going to draw off of when we don't consume, when we need it.
Look at this. This is a quick snapshot of what was happening at 3 p.m. on August 27th. The Riverside solar array was soaking up 418 kilowatts of electric at the time. And it showed that over the month of August, it had produced 64 megawatts of electricity. Schoaf says that's enough to power 103 average American homes for 1 month.
I think when you operate 1 million square feet of buildings and have 200 acres of property, you need to be as environmentally conscientious as you can.
That's another important piece for both Mayhorter and Schoaf. Reducing the environmental footprint, saving taxpayer dollars, all while turning light bulbs on for students inside the classroom. There are links on the district's website now, so you can see the energy information for yourself. I'll put a link to that on this story on our website. In the studio, Kristen Bean, WSBT 22 News.